Suppose y varies directly with x, and y equals 9 when x equals negative 15. What is y when x equals 21? Well, you're told that y varies directly with x. That means it can be written in the form of y equals k times x, where k, that constant of variation, is equal to y divided by x. So for each point here, when you divide y by x, it's going to be the same. So y over x is equal to y over x, which is equal to y over x. So if we take this y being 9 and x being negative 15, that's equal to this y, which you don't know, divided by 21. Y over x is equal to y over x. Surely you've seen proportions before and you know how to solve them. Might need a little refresher. Just cross multiply and divide. If we want to solve that for y, cross multiply. Take negative 15 times y, that is negative 15y, and go the other way. 21 times 9, that is 189. So we have negative 15y equals 189. You can take it from here, divide each side by negative 15, and y is negative 12.6. That answers this question. What is y when x is 21? Y is negative 12.6 when x is 21. So to check that, just divide y by x. If you divide 9 by negative 15, that's the same as dividing negative 12.6 by this x, which is 21. Each time you divide y by x, it's the same, because y varies directly with x. And when you divide there, 9 divided by negative 15 or negative 12.6 divided by 21, it's going to be equal to the same thing. It's the constant variation. Next, suppose y varies directly with x and y equals 15 when x is 3. What is y when x is 12? Remember, if you're told that y varies directly with x, that means each time you divide y by x, it's the same every time. So if you take this y and divide by x, 15 divided by 3, that's going to be equal to this y, which you don't know, divided by x, which is 12. So y over x is equal to y over x, because you're told that y varies directly with x. Each time you divide y by x, it's going to be the same. Now we can cross multiply here. Take 3 times y, that is 3y, and then 15 times 12 going the other way, that is 180. So 3y equals 180. The question is, what is y when x is 12? Just divide each side by 3, y equals 60. So y is 60 when x is 12, because 60 divided by 12 is 5, and 15 divided by 3 is 5. Each time you divide y by x, it's going to be the same, because y varies directly with x. A salesperson's commission varies directly with sales. Remember, commission is an amount they get for making so many sales, a percentage usually. For $1,000 in sales, the commission is $85. So if they make $1,000 in sales, they get $85 included in their paycheck. What is the commission for $2,300 in sales? Well, just like we've had y varies directly with x, the commission varies directly with sales. So think of that commission as y and the sales as x. If you divide 85, the commission, by the sales of 1,000, that's going to be equal to the commission you don't know by 2,300. Now, I'm not going to do it this way. I'm going to do this one a little bit differently, but that's one way you could do it, is set up a proportion. Take 85 over 1,000, that's equal to, we'll say y or c over 2,300. And then you could cross multiply and divide. Here's another way to do it. You could say C is the commission, S is the sales. The commission varies directly with sales, just like y varies directly with x. We write it as y equals kx. We'll write this as C equals k times S. We're going to find the constant of variation here, and then we can use that to answer the question. So we know that the commission is $85. We know the sales is 1,000. To find the constant of variation k, divide each side by 1,000. If you divide 85 by 1,000, it's 0.085. So the constant of variation here is 0.085. Now we can apply that to this question. What is the commission for 2,300 in sales? Well, commission is what you're finding. Sales, you know it's 2,300. So you could put 2,300 in for S, and the constant of variation 0.085 in for k. Because C is equal to K times S. The commission varies directly with the sales. Multiply there 0.085 by 2,300 is 195.5. So that's telling you this person gets a commission of $195.50 for 2,300 in sales. Now again, go back to what I started with. You could set up a proportion. You could take 85, that's the commission, over 1,000, set that equal to Y or C, if you want to use that for commission, over 2,300, cross multiply and divide, you're going to get the same thing, $195.50. If y varies directly with x and y is 18 when x is 6, which of the following represents this situation? Well, notice they're all written in the form of y equals k times x. So if they're all written in the form of y equals k times x, the difference among them is the k, the constant of variations. So all you have to do is figure out the constant of variation, figure out k. Remember, to get k, the constant of variation, just divide y by x. Each time you divide the y coordinate by the x coordinate, if y varies directly with x, it's going to be equal to the same thing. It's going to be equal to k. So if you divide 18 by 6, that is 3. So you're looking for the one with a constant of variation of 3, and you can already know what the answer is. Letter B. 18 divided by 6 is 3. The constant of variation is 3. If you want to check that to be sure, put 18 in for y, 6 in for x. It's going to be 18 equals 18. That's a true statement, so that does work. Letter B is the correct answer. If y varies directly with x and y is 9 when x is 5, what is x when y is negative 1? You can do this two ways now. A couple of problems ago, we were finding k first. You could do that. To find k, divide y by x. Y divided by x, or 9 divided by 5 here, that's the constant of variation. You could apply that then to this. Using y equals kx again, put negative 1 in for y, 9/5 in for k, and then solve that for x. So you'd have negative 1 equals 9/5 times x. So negative 1 equals 9/5 times x. Then you divide each side by 9/5. Or you could set up a proportion. You could say that 9/5 is equal to y over x. So negative 1 over x. Each time you divide y by x, it's the same. So 9/5 is equal to negative 1 over x. If you want to do it that way, it's fine. Cross multiply, get 9x equals negative 5, and then divide each side by 9, x equals negative 5/9. So no matter whether you find the constant of variation first and apply that to this in the form of y equals kx, or whether you set up a proportion, choice is yours, it's going to be the same.